Hey everyone, my luxury stories here. Welcome back to my channel. So I had something completely different planned to add for today's video, but I thought I need to come out and not address but like discuss and maybe share a part of my a little input from my side on what I think about Louis Vuitton discontinuing their toiletry pouches. It came as a shocker to me, to be very honest, and I had not too long ago discovered these, so I can't say, oh, I'm like an OG with the toiletries, I've always had them, etc. No, I recently discovered them, and by recent I mean the beginning of last year. So yes, relatively newer to the entire toiletry line from Louis Vuitton, but I've become a fan very quickly, and to such an extent that I tried my best to find all three of these sizes. Now, as I've put up previous videos on my channel, I've always discussed that if I'm buying a certain item, I like to use it. There's nothing in my collection at the moment which I feel is just there for the sake of it, or that it's a collector's piece, or that it's something which I will maybe in the future pass down. No, if it's there, it's being used, and if it's not being used, it's going to be sold, which I have done so with some bags in the past. So I made a deliberate effort to get these, because I love them, and by love I mean that I am ecstatic that I have them now. I am so glad I went that extra mile to online constantly check for them, or walk into the different boutiques we have here in Singapore and ask them, constantly in touch with my sales associates. So not only do I love them, but I had a use for them which I had in mind. So I'm glad I went that extra mile, and this is why I really wanted to come out here today and talk up to you guys about this, because everyone thought initially it's a speculation, right? But it has now been confirmed. My sales associate online and in the boutique has also confirmed that yes, these are officially discontinued. And secondly, when I even put up or type up toiletry 261915 on the Louis Vuitton website here in Singapore, it shows me that error, like page not found, which is very clear that it's gone. And similarly, I don't know if some of you have noticed, but if you put up the Palace BB also, that's gone also. So that also came as a shocker, because I then, yes, let's just to confirm that, I did check with my sales associate, and she said, yes, the Palace was also gone. So it's quite evident that Louis Vuitton is, working on downsizing or discontinuing some of their, classic pieces. I know the Palace clutch was very popular, and it still is. It sells for quite a bit on the resale market. And of course, the prices are now going to rocket for these two. So, please, if you can, get in touch with your sales associate, run down to the boutique and get hold of anything you can right now, because not that these are cheap right now. You're paying, at least here in Singapore, you're paying above $700 for this one, which is quite a bit of money. So run out there, get whatever you can, because, things are going to be discontinued. So, I wanted to first, talk about why this has happened. Not that I know anything, right? I can't give you a confirmation, oh, this is why they've done this. But just as a consumer, as a Louis Vuitton lover for almost 10 years now, my first bag I ever bought was a Neverfull in the Damier Ebene, and I still rock that. So, I love canvas. And now, honestly, my sales associate, she's the one who's really encouraged me to, get into the leather line. She keeps, showing me pictures of the Capucines, of the On The Go, in the Empreinte, But I love canvas. For me, Louis Vuitton has always been canvas. And, it's durable. Honestly, my Neverfull, I have it right here, and I can just show you guys. It's been through the ringer. I have pushed this on the floor of a plane. God knows where all I have carried this. And look at this. 10 years. Spectacular condition. There is not a single wrinkle on these, leather tabs, which now people, at times put up pictures and the ones that are coming in have some interlink. So it's indestructible basically. So I love the canvas, right? And for me, it's actually quite sad if they want to take it away. But why would they do that? I personally, like I said, I can't say anything. We're not part of their internal team that we find out. They will, of course, let the consumer know something else. And when I discuss this with my sales associates, they always tell me that they want to become more exclusive. They want now leather to become their, classic. And they're encouraging the capucines to be like their iconic it bag, just like the classic flap is for Chanel, or the Lady Dior is for Dior, right? So they want to push their leather line to now become their it thing, the identity for Louis Vuitton. Now, as the past or as the OG consumer of theirs, we understand how canvas has evolved, and from all kinds of bags, from like the Noé to now the Neo Noé, from the Speedy to then the Bandolier that they took out, the Neverfull. It really hurts, right, that it's being pushed away. And honestly, like I said, my input to this entire thing is that I kind of feel it's not smart of them to do that, because their canvas is honestly like their bread and butter. And I'm sure you've all noticed when you go onto the website, there is a section which just talks about their iconic monogram bags, right? Not their iconic leather bags. But it would, I would suppose it take quite a bit of time to bring that change in the minds of their consumers, because if we've all studied marketing a little bit, we do understand that there's a particular brand position which Louis Vuitton now has. And that brand position is their canvas for them, right? I mean, let's face it. Their brand name started off with Louis Vuitton creating trunks, the canvas trunks, and in fact, I'm not sure if a lot of people know this, but the Damier Ebene was their starter print. This monogram print came out later after Louis Vuitton died. His son created this, right? So the classic print for Louis Vuitton is actually the Damier Ebene, and it was introduced with their luggage and like fine traveling and like that up there traveling. So it's their heritage, right? And I personally feel that all of this is like, I don't know, it's the smartest strategy for them to pull off. I mean, I don't understand how they're gonna like just suddenly reap off all this canvas and push in all this leather, and ask consumers to then continuously give that kind of preference to the brand, because it's just millions of us out there, yes, the Neverfull and the Speedy, yes, everybody has them, that's true, right? It's known as such a common bag. That's why a lot of people don't want to get it, because everybody has it. But then that everybody does constitute a huge part of Louis Vuitton's clientele. So I personally think it's not the right thing to do. I can't understand why they've done it. Maybe too many DIYs with the Toiletry 26, though I don't think that would impact them, because for them, if people want to buy a certain bag, that's not going to stop them. There are multiples of us which have not only the classic Speedy, but we have the classic, not the classic Speedy, but we also have the Bandolier, right? So people have multiples of the Neverfull. Myself, I have the Damier Ebene, and now I plan on getting the monogram. So I don't think that would stop the consumer, even if they could DIY. But maybe that's not what they want, and they want their brand to become a little more exclusive. But then having said that, I do feel that somewhere between the competition, the fierce competition of all these brands, Louis Vuitton does feel that their canvas is not as expensive as the leather, and hence now push the leather for that exclusivity. But only time will tell. You never know. They could revamp this and bring it out in a couple of months. But what I personally feel now is, for us as consumers and like fans of Louis Vuitton, is to maybe keep an eye out for other bags or items that might be discontinued. I was having a discussion with my sales associate on the boutique, and she was hinting to me that Oh, and the lines of the Neverfull. Yeah, I was like, that would be a shocker if they were to get rid of the Neverfull, because the Neverfull is the Louis Vuitton bag, right? That's actually what introduced me to Louis Vuitton. I used to love their Damier Ebene, right? Their Damier Ebene Neverfull. And yeah, I mean, I don't know. I can't say, I can't comment enough. Anything I say, of course, means nothing, because it's not like I'm an internal staff. Our opinions like are just like, they're just. I think they're just like a little grain in the salt. I mean, we have no idea. But I'm glad I have these sizes. Yes, I would have had FOMO, to be honest, if I had not been able to get even one of them. In fact, the 19 I was on the verge of not getting, because yes, I did feel I don't need it, because my Pochette Métis, this is though it's similar to the Pochette Métis, but I feel personally that it carries more. So I didn't mind adding this to my collection. But the 19, for example, I was like, this is more than enough for me to carry, whether it's a smaller bag or it's a tote. But then, I had plans of traveling, and I did need something for my, travel bag. I was using my old Victoria's Secret, a pouch, and that had, it's seen better days. So I thought, okay, why not? And when I am getting the chance, I could just always add it. And now I am so glad that I did. So, I just wanted to come out here and give you a little part of my, opinion, what I think, why they're doing that. And, time will tell what else they plan on discontinuing. But by then, I hope all of us have whatever we need, in our Louis Vuitton collection. So, yeah. Well, that's all for today. If there is anything you guys want to add on, please do in the comment section. And thank you for tuning in. And I'll see you in my next one. Bye, guys.